In thoughtfully designed modern luxury homes, architecture is not treated as a collection of impressive features. A remarkable home does not need to reveal everything at once. Pathways, windows, shared rooms, private retreats, courtyards, and natural materials are arranged to create an experience that feels calm, personal, and easy to live in. Its appeal often begins with a restrained entrance, grows through changing daylight, and becomes fully understood only after the rooms begin supporting the rhythms of everyday life. Beyond the social areas, quiet bedrooms and sheltered outdoor spaces provide a welcome contrast.
Before we delve into our exploration, allow us to extend a warm welcome back to Amica Studio. For those joining us for the first time, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating insights into home and interior design inspiration.
Modern homes with welcoming entryways, natural light, and seamless indoor-outdoor living. This approach replaces unnecessary display with carefully planned moments. The result is a home that can feel open without becoming exposed, refined without appearing formal. And visually memorable without relying on constant decoration. A garden partially conceals the facade. Sunlight moves across stone and timber. And open living spaces keep family members connected without removing every sense of separation. Each principle can also be adapted through manageable changes. From repositioning furniture and improving lighting to adding plants, textured finishes, or a small outdoor focal point. The following ideas explore how a gradual arrival, purposeful natural light, connected gathering areas, restorative private rooms, a central courtyard, enduring materials, and thoughtful everyday planning can shape a more meaningful home. One, when daylight shapes the interior experience. Design openings around the movement of the sun. Homeowners updating an existing space can improve daylight by replacing heavy window treatments. Using lighter wall finishes or positioning mirrors where they reflect the garden rather than direct sunlight. Natural light has the power to change how architecture feels from morning to evening. The aim is not to make every room equally bright. Morning light works well in breakfast areas and kitchens, while softer afternoon light can make lounges and bedrooms feel more relaxed. Wide glass doors may bring brightness into a living room. But smaller clear-story windows, roof openings, and shaded side windows can create just as much atmosphere when they are positioned carefully. A successful interior includes variation, allowing sunny areas, filtered zones, and shadowed corners to give the home depth and a natural rhythm throughout the day. Timber screens, deep overhangs, and sheer curtains help control harsh glare without blocking the connection to the outdoors. Frame views that offer daily visual rest. At night, a small exterior uplight can keep the garden visible from inside. A window becomes far more valuable when it looks towards something intentionally composed. Indoors, arrange the sofa, dining chairs, or reading seat so people naturally face the most peaceful view rather than turning every piece toward a television. A narrow side garden may hold one slender tree, a bed of ferns, or a textured boundary wall, softened by climbing plants. A purposeful view allows nature to remain present, even when the doors are closed. Instead of leaving the view to chance, planting, screening, and furniture placement can transform even a modest outlook into an everyday feature. Low furniture helps preserve sight lines, while neutral curtains frame the opening without competing with it. In an apartment or compact house, a deep planter placed outside the main window can provide greenery without requiring a full courtyard. 2. A gradual entrance that invites discovery. Create a focal point beyond the doorway. Wall sconces with shielded bulbs provide comfortable evening light and reduce glare. A welcoming entrance gives the eye somewhere meaningful to travel. This does not require an expensive architectural intervention. The front door itself should feel connected to the surrounding palette. Dark timber, muted bronze hardware, or a warm painted finish often works better than a highly reflective surface. From the gate or front path, a small tree, courtyard opening, textured stone wall, or carefully positioned artwork can become a visual destination that draws visitors forward. An existing blank wall can be refreshed with lime wash, timber battens, or a narrow panel of exterior tile. While a simple planter filled with ornamental grass can create movement and soften hard surfaces. By coordinating the pathway, planting, door finish, and distant view, the entrance establishes a sense of order that prepares visitors for the calmer spaces inside. Let the approach reveal the home slowly. For a smaller property, the same effect can be achieved by placing 2 or 3 large planters along a slightly offset walkway, rather than creating a completely straight route. The arrival experience begins well before anyone reaches the front door. Soft landscape lighting should illuminate changes in level and important planting, rather than flood the whole garden. Instead of presenting the entire facade from the street, layered planting, low garden walls, and a gently turning pathway can reveal the architecture in stages. A weather-resistant bench or slim console near the doorway adds function without cluttering the composition. Gravel, large stepping stones, or textured concrete provide an understated surface, while timber screens and sculptural shrubs create privacy without making the entrance feel closed. When every element supports a clear direction, the approach feels composed, and arriving home becomes a quiet transition rather than an abrupt stop. Three, private rooms that encourage deeper rest. Position bedrooms for calm, privacy, and soft light. Plants should be used sparingly and placed where they receive appropriate light. A restful bedroom depends less on decorative abundance and on what it removes from view. In a compact bedroom, wall-mounted lamps and floating shelves free valuable floor space. Low-profile bedside lighting is often more comfortable than a bright central fixture, especially when warm bulbs are used in the evening. The bed should face the most settled part of the room, whether that is a garden window, a textured wall, or a simple piece of artwork. Natural linen, cotton bedding, timber furniture, and a small wool rug can introduce tactile variety without crowding the palette. A restrained arrangement allows the room to feel settled, helping the mind recognize it as a place for recovery rather than another busy living area. Where privacy is limited, layered window treatments can combine sheer fabric with blackout curtains, allowing daylight to enter without exposing the interior. Turn bathrooms and reading corners into personal retreats. Existing bathrooms can be refreshed with new towels, a timber stool, updated hardware, and matching refillable containers rather than a complete renovation. Private comfort can also be created in smaller spaces that support brief periods of solitude. Moisture-resistant materials and proper ventilation remain essential, especially when natural finishes are introduced. Choose a supportive chair, a compact side table, and lighting that can be adjusted for reading. Bathrooms can adopt the same calming approach through matte stone-look tiles, timber-toned cabinetry, concealed storage, and soft indirect lighting near the mirror. By designing these modest spaces around comfort and quiet, the home provides restorative moments throughout the day rather than reserving relaxation for the bedroom alone. A framed garden view or high window introduces daylight while preserving privacy. A chair beside a window, a built-in bench, or a quiet corner with a floor lamp can become a useful retreat when it is protected from household clutter. Four, shared spaces designed for real daily life. Give every activity its own comfortable zone. Sliding doors to a patio or courtyard extend the usable area during pleasant weather. Open-plan living does not mean every function must blend into one undefined room. Families with limited space can use a slim console behind the sofa as a workstation or serving surface, then store stools beneath it when they are not needed. Acoustic comfort also matters in connected spaces, so curtains, fabric seating, woven accessories, and timber surfaces can help soften sound. Rugs, ceiling treatments, lighting, and furniture orientation can create distinct areas while preserving visual connection. When each zone has a clear purpose, the home supports cooking, relaxing, working, and gathering without feeling disorganized. Upholstered chairs placed slightly away from the main sofa can form a smaller conversation corner without needing a wall. A large rug may anchor the lounge, while a timber dining table introduces a different texture nearby. Connect the kitchen, dining area, and lounge. Pendant lights above the island and a separate fixture over the dining table help define each zone after sunset. The most successful gathering spaces make conversation easy while still supporting different activities. For a practical update, homeowners can align existing furniture, remove one unnecessary cabinet, or replace a bulky divider with open shelving. This connection works best when circulation is planned before decorative details are added. An open kitchen can face the dining table and family lounge, allowing the person preparing food to remain part of what is happening nearby. These small adjustments often make a shared interior feel more generous without increasing its actual floor area. Keep the route between the refrigerator, worktop, dining table, and outdoor doors clear, and avoid placing oversized furniture where it interrupts movement. A kitchen island can provide storage, informal seating, and a subtle boundary without closing the room. Five, materials and lighting that improve with age. Build a consistent palette of natural textures. Before choosing materials, consider cleaning, moisture, sunlight, and everyday wear. A home feels more cohesive when a limited group of materials is repeated from room to room. Repetition is more important than quantity. The finishes do not need to match exactly. Slight variation often creates a more natural result. Budget-conscious homeowners can introduce the same visual continuity through timber veneers, textured paint, woven baskets, and carefully selected hardware. Timber may appear in cabinetry, doors, and ceiling details, while stone or stone-look porcelain continues across floors and outdoor terraces. When a few compatible materials appear throughout the home, each room feels connected without becoming repetitive. Porcelain may be more practical than porous stone in demanding areas, while engineered timber can offer greater stability than solid boards in certain climates. Textured fabric, matte metal, and plastered walls can soften the harder surfaces and prevent the interior from feeling overly polished. Layer light instead of relying on one fixture. Existing homes can be upgraded by replacing cool bulbs with consistent warm white options and adding plug-in lamps before undertaking electrical work. Evening lighting should reveal the architecture gradually rather than flattening every surface with equal brightness. Any permanent wiring or exterior installation should be completed by a qualified electrician. Dimmers are especially useful in dining and living areas, where the desired mood may shift throughout the evening. Concealed LED strips beneath shelves or cabinetry can create a soft glow, while floor and table lamps allow the atmosphere to change according to the activity. A thoughtful lighting plan allows timber, stone, fabric, and foliage to retain their character long after daylight disappears. Ambient lighting provides general visibility, task lighting supports cooking or reading, and accent lighting draws attention to artwork, textured walls, or planting. Outdoors, low-level path lights and shielded wall fixtures improve safety without producing unnecessary glare. Six, a private courtyard at the heart of the home. Give the outdoor space one clear purpose. In rented or temporary homes, portable planters, modular deck tiles, and freestanding screens can suggest the feeling of a courtyard without permanent construction. Courtyards often feel more refined when they are designed around a single memorable idea, rather than filled with unrelated features. Outdoor lanterns or low-voltage fixtures placed near foliage create depth after dark without making the space overly bright. Alternatively, a narrow reflecting pool or wall fountain can introduce sound and movement, provided the pump is accessible for cleaning and maintenance. The strongest design choice is the one visible from the rooms used most often. One sculptural tree can become the centerpiece, while a simple bench encourages short pauses during the day. When the courtyard has a clear purpose, it becomes part of daily life rather than an outdoor area noticed only occasionally. Homeowners seeking a lower maintenance option can use large format pavers, gravel, raised planters, and drought-tolerant planting. Use the courtyard to bring light and air inward. Select plants according to the available sunlight rather than appearance alone. Ferns and shade-tolerant foliage suit sheltered corners, while ornamental grasses and small citrus trees prefer brighter conditions. A central courtyard can improve several rooms at once by introducing daylight, ventilation, greenery, and a protected outdoor view. Drainage, waterproofing, and electrical work should be handled by qualified professionals. Larger spaces can include a seating area, shallow water feature, or built-in bench, but clear circulation should remain the priority. Its effectiveness depends more on proportion and placement than on size. Once the technical foundation is secure, the courtyard becomes an enduring source of changing light and seasonal movement. A compact courtyard beside a hallway may need only a small tree, gravel ground cover, and one textured wall to change the atmosphere indoors. Sliding or folding glass doors strengthen the visual connection, although fixed windows can still provide significant benefit. Seven, designing a home around what truly matters. Begin with one change that improves daily life. Repositioning furniture, introducing a large planter, changing window treatments, or adding a reading lamp can reveal what the space genuinely needs before more expensive work begins. Creating a more meaningful home does not require every improvement to happen at once. Keep materials consistent, select products for durability, and avoid adding decoration simply to fill an empty surface. Choose one practical adjustment and allow it to guide the next decision. Over time, several modest improvements can create a greater effect than one dramatic renovation. Begin by identifying the part of the day that currently feels least comfortable. A home becomes personal, not when everything is finished at once, but when each change reflects the life unfolding inside it. The entrance may need clearer lighting, the lounge may need a stronger connection to the garden, or the bedroom may benefit from less visual clutter. Let architecture support everyday well-being. None of these qualities depends entirely on scale or expense. The strongest modern luxury homes are memorable because their features work together rather than competing for attention. The essential question is whether each space supports the people who use it. Private rooms provide necessary distance, while a courtyard keeps nature visible from several parts of the house. A smaller home can achieve the same emotional clarity through a planted window, a well-positioned chair, an uncluttered bedroom, or a more welcoming pathway. The entrance creates a slower transition from the street. Daylight brings variation to the interior, and connected living spaces make daily interaction easier. When architecture responds to movement, rest, conversation, privacy, and natural light, the home becomes easier to inhabit and more rewarding over time. Consistent materials and layered lighting help these different areas feel like parts of one complete environment. Conclusion. Together, these elements create an environment that feels generous without relying on excess and refined without losing its sense of ease. A calm and expressive home is created through relationships. The path leading toward the entrance, sunlight moving across interior surfaces, shared rooms opening toward nature, and private spaces offering relief from activity. Courtyards, planting, natural textures, purposeful views. And carefully layered lighting strengthen one another when they are guided by the same intention. Meaningful design is rarely completed in one moment. It grows through thoughtful decisions until the spaces around you begin to feel inseparable from the life you value most. Start with the improvement you will notice most often. Whether it is a better view from the sofa, a quieter bedroom corner, a clearer walkway, or a planter that brings greenery closer to the window. Let the home develop gradually, choosing each material, fixture, and piece of furniture according to how it supports real routines.